Hello and welcome to another video by yours truly, Mr. Matthew, aka Sugarless Fitness 88. I hope you're having a great Wednesday, my dudes. And I'm hoping you're enjoying your 2023 so far and your January is going great. I hope you have great plans for this year and this month. I hope you're out there crushing your goals every single day, because we deserve to crush our goals. When it's up here, we need to crush them. So today's topic, or today's video, is about childhood. I'm a 34-year-old man, and boy, do I miss my childhood, like very much. Really, I can remember so many times as a kid where I would just do whatever I wanted to do, not give a flying you-know-what about what I was doing. I was just out there. I was just very out there. I mean, I know it seems very weird to see that what I am now, and when I was a kid, I'm not shy, but I don't like to, I'm not really into, I'm an introvert. I don't really talk to people, and I mean, I talk to people at work, customers, sometimes at the gym, just small little things here and there, but I'm not a big, chit-chatter person, because I was like that when I was a kid, and I was just very extra, if you know what I mean, really extra. But yeah, I just wish I could go back in my childhood, not the things that I had to deal with and the situations I was in. It's more of the cartoons and the movies, the video games, and just all the stuff that came out when I was a kid. And to date myself, I remember when the AOL came up and IM came up, and I'm dating myself. Really, it's really crazy. And if you guys out there who are watching these videos remember AOL and the dial-up internet, how frustrating it was if someone had to be on the phone and you're trying to get on the internet. It was the worst thing ever. I don't want to play the sound, because I would just I'm gonna go crazy if I heard that sound, yeah, that's my impression of the dial-up internet cone. But yeah, I got in trouble, if you know what I mean. I wasn't the best child. I wasn't the worst child. I was more of a person who was a free spirit, who would just do whatever they wanted to do. And my mom had a saying to us, is that, if we were we're all on a rock and we want to jump off, and my mom would be like, "Don't hurt yourself, you're gonna hurt yourself." And then we were like, "I don't care." And she's like, "All right, fine, and see what happens." And so we would jump off, or I would jump off a rock and hurt myself. My mom's like, "I told you." So I learned the hard way of doing things and then having situations happen, because my mom was like, "Do whatever you want to do. You're just gonna, make mistakes, and you're gonna learn from them. So might as well." So I had a healthy relationship with my mom, me making mistakes and learning from my mistakes, and actually, trying things out, and then figuring out what to do afterwards. If it didn't go right, or if it did go wrong, if it went right and it went wrong, I know how to handle it, because I knew how that me taking the plunge into something I have no idea about and just testing it out, see what happens, and then learning from mistakes so I can learn from them. So the next thing I'm going to do in my life, or the next situation, the next dreams I want to do, the next goal, I learned that times are great when I was a childhood. And times were great when you were a childhood. Times are great when you're a kid. I mean, it depends on who you are. I mean, I had a good childhood. I remember doing a lot of things, waking up in the morning, watching Saturday morning cartoons. If you all remember Saturday morning cartoons, you are the bomb.com, and we can be friends. If you can't remember them, maybe you're too young, or you morning cartoons. I can't really remember most. I remember Pepper Ann, Doug, Rugrats, Recess, and Brace. Is it Brace Face? Yeah, I think it's Brace Face, but that's Pepper Ann. Whatever. But that was a good time. I will be putting slideshows in this video about certain cartoons that I used to watch as a kid, and hopefully that you watched them too. If you've seen anything you liked, any cartoons you remember watching as a kid, put in your comments saying that which one that you remember watching. Just certain things that bring up those memories for watching those cartoons, because I have many memories about Saturday morning cartoons. Like, those are the best. Like, when I could wake up in the morning and not feel hungover, not like I was drinking when I was a kid, but it's like one of those, like, I wasn't a morning person, but I was a morning person for cartoons. I mean, I remember waking up early to watch my favorite cartoon, Sailor Moon. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. I don't know if anyone remembers watching Sailor Moon or anyone heard Sailor Moon. I would explain the show too, but it's a whole long season. But I remember it was every Tuesday and Thursday at 6:30 in the morning. I would be like creeping into the living room. My mom's room would be across from the volume of 5. I think I can hear it. Like, I think I did hear it. I didn't want to wake my mom up, and I put up a little ladder. I kind of tested the volume. And I remember it was right after this show with these, like, rabbits. I don't know what it's called, but I remember it was a cartoon with rabbits. Maybe it was Peter Cotton's theme song, because you guys would love it, because it was the thing that I look forward to every morning on Tuesday and Thursdays. So I know I was just talking about my childhood, but actually this summer I took many walks. I think it was more of like to get out of the house, to exercise. You know, I wasn't really pumping iron, you know. I was mostly walking, just during the time to be around and outside, around people, around, you know, this is the atmosphere in general. So I would go to my elementary school. But yeah, I remember, you know, walking, looking at the swing sets, looking at the playground that I remember playing as a kid, but it upgraded a lot, because the last time I was on that playground was 2000. I was going to say 20,000. Makes no sense. 2000. So it's been a long time. But just to let you know, your childhood is ruined when you have a panic attack on the swing sets. I literally was swinging, you know the momentum of like, all right, let's go. And then as soon as it got pretty high, I was like, oh my God. Had the worst panic attack on the swing sets. I had to stop myself. I had to take off the swing set to take a step back to breathe, because it was horrible. I was scared out of my mind, because I thought I was gonna fall. I thought I was gonna hurt myself. Yeah, that's when you know you're old, is when you are on the swing set and you have a panic attack and you're worried about getting hurt. Because when we were kids, you were just jumping off the swings and, you know, skyrocketing into the world and up to the sky and like jumping, laying your feet and feeling that, like, I don't know if anyone remembers that feeling where you like hit your feet and it's just like that, like, hard feeling, and it just goes right up your leg and you're like, oh my God, that hurts. But as kids, you just didn't really pay attention to it. Now you're like, oh my God, I think I broke my leg. Yeah. Probably maybe 4 a little bit, and then 3, I just kind of don't remember much. I don't remember much after when I turned 3 or any, like 3 or 4. 5 is a big memory. I feel like a lot of people remember when they're 5 years old and then on to whatever happens. But again, this is probably not the best video, and I'm just gonna tell you flat out, I feel like I rushed it. I feel like I didn't do the best, but it doesn't really care if I don't do my best, because it's my videos and I'm just putting these videos out here because just to get out of my bring out my creative side, you know, inspire people, motivate people, just to kind of bring positivity to the YouTube world and to everyone else's world, because now that we're in a new year, I feel like it's gonna be a little bit more rocky than last year. So I know everyone's like prepared for what 2023 is going to bring. I just feel like to be more rocky for everyone else. So I wanted to come on here on YouTube and make videos for you guys to bring positivity, to let you know that even though it doesn't seem, if it seems like everything's not working out for you, it really is. Like you might see like, you know, this is not happening. Why, you know, why are people tell me this? You know, why are people acting this towards me, or why are people talking back down to me? All that kind of stuff. Those are things that are happening to you that you are going to learn from. So don't look at it as a negative thing, as much as it's hard to not see the light when you're feeling dark yourself. But there's always a reason for everything. No matter what there is, what it happens, there's always a reason for everything. You may not know the reason why, but there is always something that's going to happen for you for to better your future, better your mind, and bring love to your heart. And I hope you find that with every situation you go through this year, and also you learn from last year as well. Sorry, my hair is a mess and I can't wait. Like, I'm getting a haircut in the next hour and getting my hair colored. Like, I'm sorry, off topic, but like, this has been a mess, and you're gonna see in the next video what my hair looks like after I get it cut. But this is what I've been working with since October. Well, maybe middle of November. I got my hair cut in October, so it's been about 3 months. November, 3 months so far that my hair hasn't been cut, hasn't been colored. So I can't wait to get all this done. And again, I just wanted to wish you a happy New Year. I hope you're having a great January, and I know it's just started 2023. I hope you're ready for 2024. And as always, peace out, Club Scouts.